You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. But you know what is happening right now is a phenomenon for many people in business, many entrepreneurs.
I don't.
You don't? Maybe you're feeling it too.
They're picking their nose.
No, we're not picking our noses.
Okay.
Why do you always go to
It was a good guess.
No, it wasn't a good guess. It was a guess.
It was a guess.
It was not a good guess.
I'm
It was
sorry.
not a good guess.
What is happening?
It's the feeling of overwhelm.
Oh, yeah.
So as spring,
Yes.
spring is sprung. In the winter, I think we can kind of get away with a little more lethargic.
Oh, you're blaming it on the weather.
Right?
The clouds, the cold,
Right, we're just not really. But now
Right.
that it's spring, and
Yes.
spring is full bore here, no matter where in the country you are,
Right?
we've shifted. We've turned the corner.
Okay.
We have all of the activities we've been putting in are now starting to pay off. We're starting to see
Sure.
opportunities. People are saying yes. They're jumping in. They're buying. We feel excited about the
There's
economy.
new life.
There's new life. New life has sprung.
Yes.
Right? We're seeing buds on the trees. I watched a bird was feathering their nest in my backyard
Really?
this weekend, which was super exciting to keep an eye on. And so because of that, we tend to, as humans, as people, start to feel overwhelmed. All the stuff we asked for
Oh, yeah.
is happening.
It's here.
It's here.
Yeah. And now we have a whole list of stuff to do.
Stuff to do.
Yeah, sure.
And, and so we have to remember that for everything, our attitude and how we handle this is everything, because
Okay.
it's really easy to want to curl up in the fetal position and say, no, I just can't handle it. And I need to go on vacation.
Well,
But nobody's doing that this week.
No. It's a working vacation. It's a Mexico mastermind that you're referencing. But you know what? You're absolutely right. When we are overwhelmed, we go into paralysis mode. I remember when I was a little tyke and I was hanging out at the beach, and I turned my back on a wave and saw my mother's look of horror as she saw this wave, which was only a couple of feet high, but enough to knock me over. And I lost my bearings. I was overwhelmed. And then I broke all the rules and ended up paralyzed. Not like spinally paralyzed, but I didn't do the things. I could have just stood up. But instead, I was overwhelmed by the surprise and then, whatever else you get overwhelmed at 8 years old.
Have you packed yet? We leave in like 60 hours for Mexico for a week. Are you packed?
You know the answer. You know this makes good radio just to ask. Of course I'm not packed yet. No. Have you even started? Do you have your bag out with, started throwing in some things, swimsuit, sunscreen, ball cap? Okay. No.
Flip-flops?
I have the flip-flops. I wore them yesterday. I wore the swimsuit yesterday.
Oh, so we're still using everything. You wore the swimsuit?
I'm looking at, and I did a little hot tub thing with my son and found somebody that I hadn't seen in 15 years in the hot tub.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Hubba.
No.
Okay. We won't go there. Okay. So 60 hours until we pack.
Yes.
I want you to know, Eric,
that
you remember the first year. This is our fourth year going to Mexico and taking a group of listeners for a mastermind retreat in Mexico.
Yes.
The first year, the little goodie, the surprise, the gift that was given to all of us at the airport. Do you remember?
I do.
See?
Yeah. It was, should I say it?
No.
Oh, no.
Yes. I want you to know, Eric.
Yeah.
I packed those in my suitcase
because
we can't pass them out at the airport because we're all leaving separately.
That's true.
I had to pack them in my suitcase.
So
but yes,
so
I packed.
we've got another gift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's all sorts of fun little goodies.
Didn't know.
Good little surprises. Well, that's what I'm telling you.
Well,
I didn't know if they were going to fit in my suitcase, but I'm doing a carry-on, and they're in my carry-on.
Right.
All right. Well, let's talk.
Just for kicks and giggles before we separate ourselves from this conversation, one of our listeners, who is a faithful, loyal listener to this broadcast, says, I'm leaving tomorrow at 6 a.m. and I haven't packed yet.
You give me a little heart attack.
I'm not the only one.
Why haven't you packed? I mean,
because he's been in the middle of the construction of his bar.
He's leaving at 6 o'clock
and his
tomorrow
bar
morning.
is fully stocked, though a little drained. I'm just making that up, but I believe that's accurate.
Have you been partaking?
I have
in the bar?
not.
No, I don't think it's open for.
But there's
for
still
business
time.
just yet. There's still time
Tonight.
So let me ask.
I could go visit him tonight.
How much? Like, when do you pack?
Before.
Like, when before?
Well,
as you get up in the morning and you throw some stuff in.
The flight leaves at 10 a.m. on Thursday.
But we're leaving at 7:30.
Okay.
Did you know that? I should probably tell you that.
Nobody's told me any of that stuff. I just know
tell you that.
when the time is
I'm
right.
picking you up at 7:30 in the morning on Thursday.
I'll be available.
Could you be packed?
Probably.
Okay.
7:30, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long will that take you? It takes me 10 days.
We will discover.
2 weeks to, throw something in, change my mind, put that back in. Well, now I've got to make room for the gifts. I've got all of that.
Our listener says, it's okay, Chicken Little. And I do believe he's referencing you. The sky isn't falling.
No, but the suitcase isn't packed. That's almost the same thing.
All right.
Well,
thank you, listener.
Speaking of, that's almost the same thing. Chicken Little, the sky is falling.
Yeah.
We each have the power to choose exactly how we think. And attitude is everything. So if we are committed to doing the work.
Yes.
Right. Then we have to notice and capture the thoughts that we're having in order to excel and to move ourselves forward.
Easier said than done.
Oh, totally. Negative thinking and negative words and negative attitude. It's more than just a bad habit. And it's not okay. Yeah. We have allowed it to infiltrate into everything. And I even watch myself or catch myself. Eric, you'll say something, you'll pay me a compliment. And my first thing is, I've been wearing those little, I need glasses, and they're awkward and they're cumbersome, and I haven't quite got used to them. And so I'm feeling frustrated using them. So I have changed my monitor to be big screen, so I don't need them, at least here. But as soon as I get a compliment, what comes into my mind is what I don't like about them. And so that's the words that come out, which is awful.
It makes it very difficult to try to be kind.
But we do this all day, every day with everything.
Right.
With everything. And so, of course, when Angel says something negative, it's like a smack in the face because you're just not used to it. But it's normal, like in everybody else. And so if we want to make a change in our business and take over what Joyce Myers calls the battlefield of our minds, we've got to get a grip on the words that we're saying.
Absolutely. And no matter how difficult it may be, it's probably worth it to wrap your head around something positive and choose positivity. And they say that if you keep doing that on a consistent basis, everything that you can do on a consistent basis, it gets easier.
So being positive, it's an everyday, daily choice, hourly choice, this conversation choice, right? It's not a destination. We will never arrive at being a completely positive person because life will continually give us reasons to be negative, right? And especially if we're listening to negativity, and life's going to throw us curveballs. It's going to seem like it's all falling apart from time to time. But when we are on alert for the negativity and we notice the thoughts that are driving our feelings and we intentionally then take action and we shift those thoughts to something more positive and true, then we can win the battle of negativity. And so here's a quote.
A quote.
From Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, love Oprah. Do I get a car?
You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. So here's your challenge for this. The
kindness act of the day?
Oh, yes.
Oh. I thought that was where you were going.
Actually, it was along with this. You have control of everything.
All right.
So just challenge yourself to break the habit of negative thinking by replacing negative thoughts with positive ones.
Yes.
Your kindness act of the day, hashtag kindness act of the day, is to leave a positive review for somebody online. You can go over to LinkedIn. You can do it on Twitter, on their Google, Facebook, if they've got something on Amazon.
We've got a place at Experience Pros where you can actually leave a positive review for somebody. And just one. I mean, start somewhere and do that thing. It does tie in with Oprah's not just quote, but the action followed by it. Do something positive. Make a positive step in the right direction today.
Absolutely. And then pack your suitcase if you're leaving for a trip at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Charles says, and I've got until 9 a.m. on Thursday to pack. And
No way. I'm picking him up at 7:30,
Kaylee
Charles.
says, love your response about when to pack before. Thank you, everybody, for listening and for the occasional love my way. I appreciate you all. That's my kindness act of the day. I'll leave a review. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
The sun's been shining on the stock market for a long time now. Are you worried about cloudy or stormy days to come? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard right here every weekend. If the market tumbles, how will you protect your assets? Where should your money be now? Why not schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio? Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online at yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
You know, for decades, Wall Street professionals have been using computers to trade stocks and make profits every single day. Sounds like a great idea, right? But who has the time or the expertise to monitor the market constantly? I'm sure you don't. That is why it's time to introduce to you the first and only robotic stock trader in the world. Designed to automatically rake profits out of the market unattended. Created by a retired Microsoft programmer, this app allows you to trade like the pros on Wall Street. Sound too good to be true? Go to cooltrade.org and download the app for free. Watch the proprietary algorithms work and see how profits are generated. No obligation, no software to download, no credit card needed. You could see 5, 10, and even 15% return a month. Where else can you get that? Go to cooltrade.org. That's cooltrade.org. That's cooltrade.org and experience this game-changing technology. Go to cooltrade.org and start taking profits out of the market today.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know. It sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
You want to relax. You want to feel fabulous. Reduce stress. Pamper yourself. Detoxify your body. You want to visit Me Spa in Belmar Shopping Center. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like. And what better way to do it than for half price? For a limited time, we're featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. And the only place you'll find it is on DenverHalfPrice.com. Me Spa is an award-winning day spa that will offer you a soothing place to put your life on pause. Become the very best version of you by spending time pampering yourself and unwind from that stressful work week at Me Spa. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like and what better way to do it than for half price. That's a $100 certificate for just $50 and you can find it only on DenverHalfPrice.com. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. Hail and severe storm season is just around the corner, and that's why you need to call Golden Spike Roofing at 303-942-1386 for a thorough and free inspection for roofing done right to the last nail. Call Golden Spike Roofing.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer here, helping you get your business right, and super excited about our next guest. He's going to help us get it all in perspective. And, you know, nobody's more successful than he is.
Right. He was an overnight success.
Right.
And we all get to be an overnight success. Wouldn't that just be a dynamite? You hear these stories of people who became these overnight successes, and you think, okay, I'm going to build this thing, or I'm going to create this video. It's going to go viral, and we're going to have it all. And that's my answer to how I'm going to build my business or to get to where I'm going. Coach John Brubaker. No, he's not an overnight success, but he plays one on the radio and in the book world as well. Find him online at coachbru.com, coachbru.com. And if you haven't picked up a copy of his new book, Stadium Status, you want to make sure that you do. That thing is selling out like hotcakes. Coach Brubaker, welcome to Experience Pros.
Angel and Eric, great to be here with you.
You know, Coach, I know in the back of my head there's something that I owe you, and I can't seem to find the reference to it. So we'll just go ahead and start the interview anyways. Pretty sure it was a sneaky little remark you made on Facebook. What's the deal with this overnight success stuff?
I have no idea what he just referenced, Angel, so I'll just play along. Overnight success, yeah, it's an interesting concept. You know, and I don't mean to lump the two of you in with this, but, you know, the media likes to refer to people as overnight successes, and I think that really couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. So I know you guys don't do that. You're very enlightened members of the media.
We're in year 8 of our overnight success, and we're just looking forward to year 10.
John, I've heard it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Have you heard that phrase?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, overnight success is definitely made overnight, overnight for 10 years.
Wow.
Right.
I like the way that you say that. That's why, you know, when Eric says we're 8 years in, it's like, okay, we're 8 years in. That means we only have 2 years to become our overnight success. And so the media is a piece of that. But then, you know, even sometimes like those who have had success, John, I think they kind of downplay it. They don't tell us all the hard work that they've put in, the sleepless nights, what it actually took. But you'll hear some of these stories that when they finally made it, it was, you know, they were living in their car. They had, you know, $7 left in their bank account. You know, this is the struggle that they had. But that's only when you get kind of like down and dirty in it. That's not the story that ends up coming out when we're talking about success.
Absolutely. I think most people try and pretend to be something or somebody that they're not. They want this public persona to just seem like they've got it all together, and, you know, life is real smooth and easy, when the reality of it is that anyone who's accomplished anything, you know, they hit a lot of speed bumps, potholes, and detours on the way, and it wasn't pretty at all.
All right. So knowing that should be good news for those of us who aren't achieving overnight success. Nobody really is. So what do we do about it?
You first acknowledge the progress you've made. And secondly, realize that you're not as far away as you think. And you had mentioned 8 years into, you know, the 10-year overnight success. And I think that we have to keep in mind that, you know, it's just a series of, you know, step after step each day, putting one foot in front of the other. And oftentimes, you know, we're not that far away. The best example I could give you is that of country music star, overnight success, Chris Janson. And he became famous seemingly overnight for a song called Buy Me a Boat. And what people don't realize was, as you had mentioned earlier, Angel, he spent many, many years living, sleeping in his car parked behind an abandoned building in Nashville while he played 4 4-hour shifts at Tootsie's, which is a little honky tonk on Broadway.
Yeah.
It's literally like the lowest of kind of minor league franchises, if you will, to borrow a sports metaphor, compared to, quote, stadium status, which would be, the Grand Ole Opry, Ryman Auditorium. And here's why I say we're all closer than we think. If you walk out of the back room of Tootsie's where he was performing for 6-7 years, you are literally 10 steps away from the entertainer's entrance to the Ryman Auditorium, which is the original home of the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
So it's 10 steps, but those 10 steps take 10 years.
It's so true.
We got to realize we're not that far away.
So, John, here's the thing, and Angel and I see this every day as we interact with so many different businesses, is that you're not that far away, but you don't know how close you are, and you give up just before you hit pay dirt.
Exactly.
So again, give us a gem of inspiration in the last minute or so, the minute and a half we have with you, to talk about how we stick to it even when we can't see the end result. You might be 10 feet away, but if you don't know the way, if that's not lit, if that's, you're not there yet, we need some kind of inspiration.
Sure. Number one piece of inspiration is don't listen to the critics. Because history has proven, in terms of overnight successes, the critics, nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows anything anymore.
What if we're the critics, John?
Everyone. What's that?
What if we are the critics?
Industry experts.
Yeah.
You don't need, especially today, you don't need anyone's permission to succeed. You don't need an industry expert's permission to succeed. You're trying to start your own, you're trying to get on TV, you're trying to get on the radio, for example. Your smartphone is your TV studio right now,
right?
As a small business owner. Maybe you can't land a nationally syndicated radio gig like the awesome Experience Pros, but you can start by creating your own podcast and take those steps, step after step. And you don't need any industry expert's permission to get started. So that's what I'm telling you. Your faith has got to be greater than other people's doubt. And you've got to be the first believer when you're chasing your dreams.
You do.
Solid.
You do. Okay, the book is Stadium Status, that you're going to get all sorts of pearls of wisdom and Coach Bru nuggets of truth and inspiration, which did just launch. Give me a quick recap of the launch of the book Stadium Status, Coach Bru.
So before I give you that quick recap, I have to tell you, I was rejected by 150 literary agents.
No way.
Wow.
Twice.
No way.
For my first 2 books.
Wow.
The second one they told me was weak.
All right, we're going to run out of time, so let's get that contact information, brother.
Went on to win 3 awards. So don't listen to the experts. Just go to Stadium Status book if you want a little inspiration, a little pick me up, and some strategy. But you don't need anybody's permission, folks.
I love it. Love having you on
the show. Sorry to cut you short today, Coach Bru. We'll have you back next month, and looking forward to it. StadiumStatusBook.com. Get your copy immediately.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com.
Get total freedom in your life safely and quickly. Build wealth and passive income so you never worry about working till you drop, losing your job, or retiring in poverty. Hi, I'm Steve Davis, an investor in thousands of units over the years. Now it's your turn. Del Walmsley has been my mentor for nearly 25 years, and he's taught over 100,000 people just like you the principles of financial freedom through live one-on-one mentoring at Lifestyles Unlimited and his national radio show. I'm excited to tell you about the real estate workshop that changed my life. The workshop gets you on the inside of what we do and what we believe and unlocks the 5 ways we make money in real estate. Just like your personal trainer, Lifestyles Unlimited will motivate, encourage, and teach you so you can get in the best financial shape of your life. Call 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com. That's 5wayswemakemoney.com to register for the workshop that will change your life and let you stop worrying about working till you drop, losing your job, or retiring in poverty.
As a small business owner, your focus should be on giving your customers great customer service, not accounting and taxes. Trust Teresa at Luna's Accounting and Taxes to take care of all your bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes. Free your time and gain peace of mind. They will help you too. Call Teresa at Luna's Accounting and Tax today at 720-323-4917, 720-323-4917, or visit lunastax.com. That's lunastax.com. Si habla español.
Alcohol began to be a problem a few years ago, and the problem just got worse. Hi, my name is Bill. Alcohol had crept into my life over the years, taking over until I didn't have a life anymore. I needed a solution before I lost everything. I tried various treatments and counseling. They did not solve the real problem. I was addicted. I was exhausted trying to fight it. Go Sober was able to solve the problem within a week, and it's great to have my life back. If you want to find out more, go to gosober.org.
85% of people who go through the Go Sober program never drink again. The 85% success rate is because it uses science to solve your addiction problem. Go Sober provides FDA-approved medical treatments using specific drugs administered by a doctor in the physician's office. You will lose your desire to drink almost immediately, and you'll be back to work and back to your life the next day. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837. That's 303-827-4837. Or go to gosober.org.
Tired of paying high energy bills? Gravina Windows and Siding at 950 West Evans in Denver can help. Replace those old worn-out windows. Huge selection. Anderson Fibrex, Pella, Great Lakes, and more. Over 50 lines of vinyl, wood, and fiberglass windows and doors. Check out our composite window, the EcoSmart. It's up to 100% more energy efficient. Lifetime manufacturer's warranty. Our glass package is at least 3 to 5 times more energy efficient with a glass breakage warranty and free rescreening. Gravina Windows and Siding in Denver is accredited by the BBB with an A+ rating. Over 100,000 customers and counting. Financing's available. Larry Gravina, serving the Front Range for over 44 years with my family. Free estimates. Metro Denver, call 303-GRAVINA. Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA, and we'll come to you. Gravina's has the greatest windows. Nobody beats us. Nobody.
Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. Very nice to have you along with us today. You know, I got all excited, Angel. I am not a starstruck kind of person, usually. But I saw, as I was scouring the internet for things to talk about, I saw that Nicolas Cage of National Treasure fame and others had written an article on the brutal truths every millennial looking for a job needs to hear.
Okay, but Nicolas Cage didn't write this.
I know.
Oh.
That was my disappointment.
Oh.
It was Nicholas Cole.
But you were thinking Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you
Face
not get
Off, right?
starstruck over a Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
My daughter is currently in the Disney College program down in Orlando at Walt Disney World. And this last weekend was this big Star Wars convention going on in the entire town of Orlando, not just at Disney World. But, you know, she was talking about the different things that happened in the park and how they were getting ready for it. But she says Anakin was on her ride. And she's like
the actor who played Anakin?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right. So,
well, this article, we're still going to talk about the brutal truths every millennial looking for a job needs to hear. But it's Nicholas Cole who wrote this, not Nicolas Cage.
Okay. So, before we continue at the top of the hour, we were talking about changing a negative thought to a benefit or to a positive thought. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see this before, but Kaylee, she chimes in and she says, is that anything like saying, I'm positive that I'm buried in work? Not exactly, but you're on the right track.
I'm picking up what you're laying down,
right.
Kaylee.
I'm positive I'm buried in work. But I am, I've got it all under control.
Sometimes,
I seamlessly am handling all the requests.
Sometimes that's all you can offer, though. I'm positive I'm buried, or I'm positive I'm hurting. I'm positive it's going to be okay someday, but not today. But you know what? It is, like we said, baby steps.
You know what? But you're smiling and you're positive and you're looking on the right side and
you
taking
find the humor in it.
Yeah, in all of it. And so kudos to you. Thanks for listening and chiming in. I love that. So I didn't want to miss that out. But
all right.
So Nicholas Cole.
Yeah, the other guy. Well, the difference 2 letters makes.
Poor Eric.
He says this, so you're a millennial and you're looking for a job. All right, well, chances are you're not just looking for a job, but you're looking for a particular kind of job. You probably want something fulfilling, something that's going to make you happy.
Something that pays well, has a clear trajectory towards a bright and promising future.
Yes.
Yes, don't we all?
Yeah, listen up.
I'm going to eat our sugar snacks in the morning.
Time to sit down and get schooled.
Right? Because here's the thing. And so we don't want to be the bearer of bad news. We're positive we're going to just rock your world a little bit.
We're positive these are the things.
But the majority of the time, all those things that you want, something fulfilling, something that's going to make you happy, that pays well, that puts you on a trajectory towards a bright and promising future, all of those things have more to do with you and the habits that you choose to put in place more than what your employer is promising.
Very, very well said.
So it's not like somebody's going to, here's a plate, and on this plate is happiness and joy and money and fulfillment.
If you want to fill your plate with those things, you need to understand these things. Number one, you get paid what you settle for.
I have a friend who recently went into a negotiation for a new job. And he offered the employer, I'm willing to come and work for you in this price range, from whatever the bottom to the top. Here's my price range. And employer took the bottom.
Strike one.
Right? So this is just another way of saying you get what you negotiate.
That's it.
And so often, and we talk about being transparent with salaries.
Yeah.
But some people negotiated a better salary than you. They negotiated it. And because they negotiated it, does not necessarily mean you also get that same just because they got it.
There's a story I think it's in the Bible that talks about different wages for different people starting on different days. And the people who started later, who got a lesser wage than the ones who started earlier, are complaining about that. But you started later. You chose to opt in at this level. And the same thing exists here.
It's economics 101.
It really is.
Right? Employers want the best they can get
for as little as they can pay.
Yeah.
And the employee wants the most they can get for as little as they can do.
Yeah. Yes, Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right. So just know that it's a negotiation. The pay, and a lot of things are flexible and a lot of things are optional. But if you go in and at the lowest price and say yes, then just know that that's what you accepted and be okay with it. There might be somebody that got a better price than you or better pay than you.
Right.
But here's the other thing too. If an employer knows they can get that same work from somebody and paying you less, they're not going to take you. And so you've got to have some give and take here.
It has to be within the realm of
not,
reasonability.
Right? It's not black and white.
Yeah.
It's not this or nothing.
All right. Number two, we're talking about the brutal truths every millennial needs to know if you're looking for a job. Number two, when you apply for that job, your resume is borderline meaningless. You want to know where most resumes go?
Get into an email account that nobody checks.
Nobody checks. That's
How
right.
sad is that? But here's the thing. Most jobs are filled by the network.
Yep.
They're by friends, network connections, people that already work there, people, personal recommendations. That's how life works.
That's right.
It's you've heard the phrase, it's not who you know.
But
it's not
who
what you
knows
know,
you.
but who you know. Right? You've heard it. It's
Yeah.
not what you know, but who you
Right.
know. But really, who knows you?
That seems to be the tipping point for me, at least. I believe that it's not what you know, but who knows you.
Who knows you?
Because, and by the way, who knows you is a function of who else knows you. And so, here's the third step that kind of ties this whole thing together. Your online presence is more important than you think, because your sphere of influence, your immediate set of contacts, your connections are more likely to be the yay or nay in a job negotiation, because most people don't get the job based on a resume application. They get the job based on a referral. And so who knows you is so important, because it's who they know that makes all the difference in whether or not you'll even get the interest.
Right. And then it goes through another filter of the Google, doing a Google search on you. And you think, well, I can have two separate accounts. I can have my professional and my public. I do a Google search on you.
Gotcha. Found you. Found you in the kegger.
Okay. So if you want to be taught, you have to be open to learning. Right.
Yes.
And so you don't know it all. None of us do. It's really not until you're 50 that you're kind of worth your pound in salt or something like that. What was it from the movie Hello Dolly, the Broadway play Hello Dolly? The quote from Walter Matthau: "Man's not worth nothing until he's 40."
I thought that was Mae West, but yes.
Maybe that would be too, right? But we're always have to be learning. And so often we come in with this know-it-all, got it all, figured it out attitude, and that's not an open for learning attitude. And in every culture, if I'm going to train you to do something, I'm going to teach you our way, teach you our culture. I want to know that you're teachable.
Yep.
And so that's the biggest thing that an employer wants to know, is that you are trainable, that you are teachable, that you are open to learning new things.
And by the way, we're talking about millennials and looking for new jobs, but this could easily be applicable to anyone who's in a job transition. So keep that in mind. Every work environment has its pros and cons, and it's what you make of them that makes all the difference. There's no perfect work environment. Again, I think of grandma's old phrase: you can learn something from everyone, but it's up to you to decide which lessons are relevant to you.
My son is working as a dishwasher in a restaurant, and he loves it. He just gets that he's a cog in that machine.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't do his part, so many other pieces unravel.
Right.
And he is so proud of that and so excited and he's the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, but Mom, I make sure that the whole thing is running, and I get to be in there, and I get to listen to my music, and I'm kind of in my own little world, but it all falls on me. And he's not the manager. He's not the hostess up front. He's not, right? But it's what you make of it that matters. And my daughter, Alicia, she's over at Disney World, and she's like, Mom, I am learning so much with how to communicate with people, even people that don't speak English, because, all these people that come to Disney World come from all over the country. And she's just so excited. And so there's no perfect work environment. I remember a friend of mine who had a really good job. I mean, just got to work from home, got a company car, all these perks and benefits. And I remember listening to him and a coworker just going, yakking, about something stupid. I'm like, you decide how great this is a place to work or how not great it is.
What you bring to the table matters. That's for sure. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Did you know 50% of people with severe mental disorders are affected by substance abuse? At A New Outlook Counseling Services, they provide a safe, healing environment for those suffering with substance abuse, relationship, or mental issues. Robert Johnson is a licensed therapist in long-term recovery and has a master's degree in marriage, family, and child therapy. He offers evidence-based practices backed by research, offering greater success in alleviating symptoms and are effective in overcoming substance abuse. A New Outlook Counseling Services has over 45 five-star ratings on Ratabiz. They're open 6 days a week and accept most major insurance and Medicaid. They will also work with families in need on a sliding scale, so don't wait to get the help you need. The healing begins here. Call A New Outlook Counseling Services now at 720-370-5216, 720-370-5216, or visit the website HighlandsRanchCounselor.com. That's HighlandsRanchCounselor.com.
This is Dan Kaplis. A wise person once told me, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are going to end up on the menu. I think that applies directly to personal injury and wrongful death cases. If you're not represented by a highly accomplished law firm, the insurance company is probably going to eat you for lunch and you'll never even know it. So if you want to make sure that you and your claim are treated with the respect you deserve, give me a call. We are a serious firm for serious cases. And for 30 years, we have proven our ability to go up against the best the other side has to offer and to win. Our personal injury clients include everyone from the poorest of the poor to CEOs, teachers, farmers, police officers, doctors, lawyers, and professional athletes. We are able to make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. You can reach me at 303-770-5551. That's 303-770-5551. Or DanKaplisLaw.com. That's DanKaplisLaw.com.
Dad, name some good reasons for our listeners to select Gravina's windows.
I'll tell you why. We make it so simple for our customers to shop. We have everything. Vinyl windows, wood windows, fiberglass windows, double pane, triple pane, heat mirror, argon gas, krypton gas, bays, bows, garden windows, patio doors, everything.
How about colors?
Pick what you want. Brown, green, blue, red, whatever. It's never been so easy, and nobody beats us. Nobody.
Stop by our beautiful showroom, bring in your measurements, and we'll give you 10% off.
Only at Gravina's, 950 West Evans in Denver. Call us at 303-GRAVINA. Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA.
Best deal in town.
Call Gravina's at...
No, it's Gravina's.
Call 303-GRAVINA. Or in Northern Colorado, 970-GRAVINA. Or visit their beautiful showroom at 950 West Evans. And remember,
Gravina's have the greatest windows. Nobody beats us. Nobody.
When you've worked with every vacuum brand known for over 6 decades, you learn a thing or two. Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood has been repairing vacuums of all kinds since 1947. They carry over $1 million worth of vacuums and parts, and you can't put a price on the experience. That service has grown to include central vacuums, steamers, lamps, and sewing machines. Want to be impressed? Visit Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Want to be blown away? Put them to the test. Find them at AndersonsVacuum.com.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know. It sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
You read the articles, listen to the news, and follow the headlines, but with so much to keep track of, maybe it's time you talk to someone face-to-face about your financial reality and retirement. Hi, I'm Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group, and if you're wondering if your retirement plan's on track, we're here to guide. Call 303-843-0918 or visit alpineplanninggroup.com. Schedule an introductory personal conversation. When you think retirement, think Alpine Planning Group. Come meet us today.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. Very nice to have you along the way with us today. You may have heard, and if you haven't heard, you should hear now. We've got the Spring Fling and Juicy deal going on, and it is 1 60-second advertisement every single day, weekdays from Monday through Friday here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. It is a $1,600 package being sold for only $495 a month. And it's got the attention of a number of people. Several have sold, like several. We had 19 to celebrate our 1900th episode of the Experience Pros Radio Show. And I think we're down to 11 or 12 now, Angel, that are still available. But we also have a number of people who have reached out, including one gentleman, Sean, who wrote me and asked, how do you guys track the results of radio advertising campaigns? Any tools that you might have? And so, Angel, I thought maybe we would address this from a couple of different perspectives, because the tracking of results in any radio campaign is done by the client, the one who purchases the campaign. And this is what it looks like. It's whether or not you receive phone calls, leads, and then ultimately business from the campaign.
Right. And the phone rings.
Yeah,
and
that's how you track the results.
So that's pretty exciting,
Right.
to have the phone ring or have, wherever the call to action ends up being.
Right.
And you can even track through the backside of your website analytics, the folks that have the traffic, the changes in traffic.
Absolutely.
during when your ad is running.
Now, I suspect what he is asking is something different than the words that were used. Tracking the results, you will know if the ad campaign is successful, if whether or not your phone is ringing, people are visiting your websites, you're getting more attention. The thing I think he's asking is, what am I buying when I'm purchasing a radio ad? Okay.
Oh, well, that's really easy for us to give you the punch list for.
In many cases, it's very easy for us to give the punch list, and the results are immediate and tangible. In one of those cases, though, it's not. So let's go through it.
Okay.
The first thing you're purchasing is a high-quality production firm whose sole aim is to capture your vision and communicate it clearly via a 60-second commercial. So they listen to you, they consult with you, they ask, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to say? And then they go to the work creating
the creative side.
Right.
And this is where you have to trust that team.
You bet.
Because you're thinking, I want to tell them these are my hours. I'm family owned and operated. This is what I want to sell. And this is what I want to do. Allow that creative team to get that message out in that emotionally charged methodology. Remember, you've got a small window.
60 seconds.
Right. And, and I think a lot of times people think, okay, if I'm going to invest in a radio ad, I'm going to sell my most expensive item because, I only have to sell one of those or half of those and it'll cover my whole campaign.
Right.
But you're bringing people through your sales process same way you do any other methodology.
Now, once the goal is to get them into that sales funnel.
Yeah. Right. And so go with the easy thing that people that are the easy one that gets people into your funnel.
It boils down to the know, like, and trust, right? And how do you get known, liked, and trusted? So, the first thing you get is that high quality production, the firm that's going to listen to you, they're going to create something that you are going to approve, and then they create a file and you'll actually have that. So it's very tangible, easily tracked.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
The second thing is you purchase
and you usually own that file then afterwards too.
Significantly. Yeah. Absolutely. The next thing you purchase is a number of plays per week, right? Also very easily tracked. They either fired during the hours promised or they didn't. So,
right. And with our Spring Fling and deal, it's super easy to track it because it's not around the clock.
That's right.
It's right there from 2 to 4 p.m.
That's it. Okay. So, and again, the next thing you purchase is an audience. Now, this is the thing that is hardest to track, as no one really can see into every car, every home, or every office to determine the actual
You're welcome.
listenership.
Right?
Right? Yeah,
It's still private what you listen to in your car.
And you need to clean the dash. So here's the good news to that, though, is radio doesn't stay on the air without an audience. So the staying power of a radio network, for instance, ours is Salem and in the national audience, Biz Talk nationally. Those networks don't stay on the air unless there are enough listeners to support the local advertisers. That's how they stay on the air. So you purchase the audience, and the assumption is made that they exist. There's nowhere else you're going to be able to get the coverage that you're going to get, the number of ears that are going to hear, and specifically in the Experience Pros radio show, the targeted demographic of people who are decision makers who have the ability to say yes or no to a purchase of your service and or widget. And then finally, with the 4 different outlets, that's over the air via the radio website or podcast, via the radio app, and then via our video archives, 3 of those living on in perpetuity and the number continues to go up and builds over time because it's podcasted, and America is moving towards a podcasting life cycle of information. Here's what we know. It's the price per spot. Listen, again, we're talking about this what do we call it? Spring flinging
juicy deal. Mm-hmm.
$495 for a $1,600 package. The price per spot's as low as anything we've ever seen in our 8 years of radio. Everyone is on the goal to get your phone to ring. Every single person in the team and in the player, from the production company to us, we want your phone to ring. But it also means you have to be involved in that. You need to be committed to that. If you've seen no calls after a reasonable period of time, shift up the language.
Yeah.
We know that radio works.
Right? We know people are hearing it.
Oh.
Wait.
Offer $100. Simply $100 and to the first 3 callers. I'm not offering that. I'm saying you should try it. Radio works.
Radio
Absolutely.
does, right? And when you've got such a smoking deal, Eric and I were able to negotiate this $495 deal for you that is really outrageous and unheard of. But there's only a couple left, and your chances right now to jump in on that.
Yeah. So there it is. There's all kinds of other things. If radio didn't work, if advertising specifically didn't work, no one would do it. And that's simply not the case.
And lots of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a long time.
Remember what you're purchasing. It's kind of like buying the ingredients for tacos.
Okay. And then plus you get the endorsement from the host. There's all sorts of great stuff. You're building trust. You're building credibility. And I have to go now.
Yeah, it is time for us to go. Folks, do check out the information. We'll post it on our Facebook page for this spring flinging juicy deal. And then stay with us for the next hour of positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-4. Them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada, Denver.
Denver's only business radio station, Money Talk 1690 AM.
Turn into something.
You're a good leader, not just faking it.
Why your email sign off is more important than you think?
Well, let's go with faking it.
Okay. Or the productivity superpower you didn't know you had.
All right, folks, for those of you who are listening by way of our Facebook Live, this is the behind the scenes that every top of the hour, 3 o'clock, we do for a promotion to the next day's radio program. And it's unscripted, so good luck with whatever we come up with. What is the
how to tell someone is a really good leader and not just faking it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'll have what she's having.
Hi, this is Angel, and coming up on the next Experience Pros Radio Show,
People really don't do that, do they?
we're going to teach you how to tell if someone is a really good leader and not just faking it.
I got an idea. Turn around and see if anyone's following.
Positive Business Talk weekday afternoons right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
That's good stuff.
Thanks, Don.
Small business owner, if you don't have satisfied customers, you don't have anything. At Vistaprint, we feel the same way about making sure you're satisfied with every business card you order. Go to Vistaprint.com today and you can get 500 customized, high-quality business cards starting at just $9.99. And if you aren't satisfied for any reason, we'll make it right. Get 500 business cards and complete satisfaction starting at just $9.99 at Vistaprint.com. Use promo code 2040 at checkout. That's Vistaprint code 2040.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. At the United Nations today, North Korean Deputy UN Ambassador Kim Il-ryong accuses the United States of bringing the Korean Peninsula to the brink of war.
It has been created a dangerous situation in which the thermonuclear war may break out at any moment on the peninsula and pose a serious threat to the world peace and security, to say nothing of those of the Northeast Asia.
While White House spokesman Sean Spicer says the North Koreans are responsible for the tension, he's hopeful China can exert pressure on North Korea to dismantle its nuclear program.
There's economic and political points that they could be pushing. Whether or not they achieve that outcome is yet to be seen. But I think that there's a lot of influence that they could exhibit in both of those areas, and we'll have to see.
Spicer says President Trump will not be drawing a red line regarding China, but he's prepared to take decisive action. President Trump plans to sign a bill this week extending a veterans health care program.
The measure will temporarily extend a program that gives veterans access to private sector health care. The extension will provide stopgap services while Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin develops a longer-term plan to allow vets to more easily go outside the VA medical system for care. President Trump will sign the bill on Wednesday.
White House correspondent Greg Clugston. The Arkansas Supreme Court is barring a judge who blocked the state's multiple executions plan from taking up any death penalty-related cases after he participated in a protest where he appeared to mimic an inmate about to receive lethal injection drugs. Justices reassigned the cases from Pulaski County Circuit Judge Wendell Griffin. The judge last week prohibited the state from using a lethal injection drug a supplier said was misleadingly obtained. Griffin participated in an anti-death penalty demonstration after issuing the ruling Friday. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 184 points, the Nasdaq rose 52, the S&P advanced 20. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate a lower tax bill. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any IRS actions, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the Tax Doctor now for a free IRS audit emergency review.
Call 855-290-1382. That's 855-290-1382. Again, 855-290-1382. That's 855-290-1382.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and Money Talk 1690. 1690.com.
The sun's been shining on the stock market for a long time now. Are you worried about cloudy or stormy days to come? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard right here every weekend. If the market tumbles, how will you protect your assets? Where should your money be now? Why not schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio? Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online at yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. We are here to help you get your business right. The way that we do that is we remind you that small business is big business, and your business really is our business.
Yeah, welcome to your business talk show today. So excited to have you. Helping you to just think a little bigger, dream a little bigger, and do a little more with what you have been given. But have you ever heard the phrase, you don't know what you don't know?
Many times.
Many times?
Yes.
And me too. And it's never really sunk in about when I've heard it.
Well, Angel, it's because you know most things.
Well, that's not true. I mean, I know there's so much out there. There's so much out there I don't know. In fact, our website and the technology side of it is like gobble-loop, blah, 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 blah to me. I hate when you talk about it's completely foreign to me.
Would you like to know?
No.
Oh.
No.
Because I'm happy to help.
Because it doesn't fire. It does not fire in my head. And so I have recognized that I have a skill set. I have my own skill set. We all have one. And rather than trying to take the time to perfect something, I have no business messing with that side of it. Stay in my lane. Right? Stay where my gift is and get really good at that. And then let other people that is their gift. Let that be their gift.
Right.
And that's a hard thing because I think so often as the owner of a business or even a CEO or you just want to be pretty well rounded, like I should know how to do all these different things. Right. And I should be good at doing all these different things. But really your job description, your gift set, your skill set, think about those that are truly experts and you think of them, they've risen to the top of their game, right?
Right.
And they are usually good at one thing.
And it's one element. I have a friend who is the owner of a very successful body shop, and he can't paint a car to save his life. He wouldn't know how to pound out. I mean, he knows how to tell people to pound out. He knows,
and I know what I want the end result
like
to look like, right. And what I want the user interface to be, and what that experience to be.
The strength is knowing what you do know, and you know how to manage people and guide them to the end result. Yeah. But it's the same thing. If he had to paint every car, he would be out of business.
He'd be
tomorrow.
out of business. Right. And if I had to be the one maintaining my website, but think about the people that do that.
Yeah.
They're excellent at it. They love it. They feed off of that because that's their skill set. And so often as an entrepreneur, we're always trying to solve for everything. We're trying to solve for how to get things done. And so we'll put on that hat. Right? I'll figure that out. I'm going to put on that hat. It's going to take me 6 hours to learn how to code that. Well, that's dumb. Right? What could I be doing in those 6 hours?
6 hours.
Whatever that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but you're
example,
right. I'm with you.
But there is an element of so on that premise of knowing what you don't know, not knowing what you don't know, does not mean we have to go and be experts and jack of all trades and know everything.
That's absolutely right. Remember, the end of that phrase is master of none.
Master of none.
That's right.
We need to be the master of something.
Yep.
Right. And you have it. This is the thing that you do naturally. This is why it's hard to put a value on it because you're like, oh, well, it's just to push a button or I'll just do this or I'll just tweak that or
I
I'll
can do
just
that by myself.
Yeah. And I can do that. And so it's hard to put a value on it. But in that you don't know what you don't know, there are elements still in your skill set that we still could have a long way to go before we are the expert at it.
Absolutely.
And so if you really want to be successful, if you really want to be great at what you do, you have to start seeing opportunities that come your way as a way for you to grow into the parts that you don't know. And so, I love organization. I love time management
Yes, you
things,
do.
right? But I still eat that stuff up. I read those articles. I listen to those podcasts. I attend those seminars.
Yeah, you're not the world's best.
No.
And there's room for improvement, though it's what you love. It's your passion. And the same thing, for those who do the website stuff and the technical side of things. You're probably not the best in the world at it. There's still room for improvement.
There's still things that we don't know. And so then go, you know what? I could be teaching this. Well, sure I could. But I can also still be learning from this as well.
And you talk about the best leaders are the best followers. The best teachers are the best learners. It's absolutely solid truth.
Absolutely. All right. So your kindness act for the day, hashtag kindness act of the day, is to leave a review for somebody online. So you can do that at the Experience Pros website. Go to the directory and leave a review. You can do it on somebody's LinkedIn. Leave them a review or testimonial on their Amazon page if they're there, on their Facebook page. But go online and say something nice about somebody in a public setting today.
Yeah, it creates a domino effect of goodwill that is simply irreplaceable. There's no way to get that kind of a thing, and when you pay it forward, the kindness begetting kindness notion. I just wrote an email to our members today, and it is on this exact topic that if you pay it forward, you'll grow your business, no question asked. So if you do that thing, that kindness act of the day, and we're using the hashtag kindness act of the day, leave a positive review for somebody, the goodwill that is generated towards that will absolutely pay in dividends that outperform or outweigh the effort it took to take the 30 seconds or a minute or two to write the review.
Right. Well, here's a way that Eric and I have paid it forward for you. Right. We're small business owners. We own a small company. There's just 3 of us on staff trying to, effectively helping business owners grow their businesses to whatever that next level is. And we have negotiated with our Salem partnership here to bring you this smoking advertising deal that is absolutely unheard of. There are limited spots because, of course, we can only give so many away at this rate. But if you've been waiting for a chance to partner with Experience Pros to get your brand on the radio in front of the Experience Pros audience every single day, we're going to put a 60-second ad together that's going to run every single day on the Experience Pros radio show. It's a $1,600 value, and we have negotiated this down for you. So if your negotiating skills, aren't quite on par, you don't have time to deal with that, just tell me the price and tell me what I can do. $495 a month, $495 a month for a full ad package that's going to run right here on the Experience Pros radio show every single day that the Experience Pros radio show runs. So you kind of duplicate your efforts. It's cloning, putting your marketing systems in place. So putting together your juicy deal, and let us duplicate that for you right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
You need to call Cecil Velasquez. His number is 720-474-9052. 720-474-9052. And while you were speaking, Angel, Cecil just wrote, headed to yet another appointment for the Spring Fling and Juicy deal. Lady named Angela. She's a remarkable realtor and is listening to find out more about the Experience Pros and deciding on the Spring Fling and deal.
I am so excited. We're getting 19 new advertisers.
There's nothing we've seen in the history of our 8 years. And keep in mind, we've only been on the radio for 8 years. So we're still kind of new at this thing.
We are.
But we've never seen a deal like this. And the best deal that even when we owned the show and sold the ads ourselves, we could only come up with half of the offer for the same amount of money. So if you are listening to this broadcast and you want one of those Spring Fling and Juicy deals, and even Angela, if that's you, Call on it right away. The number again, 720-474-9052. These are selling at the rate of about 3 a day, and we started with 19. We are almost out of inventory.
Let us serve you. And if you aren't quite ready to jump into advertising, you want to just check out the Experience Pros Network, our annual membership, go to experiencepros.com, click on the free trial.
Yep.
Try us on for 30 days, no strings attached.
Absolutely.
And again, we just want to serve you. We do it every single day. We've got an incredible community, and it's yours, but you got to jump in.
The website is experiencepros.com. The free trial button is at the top of every page. And like Angel said, there's no strings attached. There's no credit card required. There is no holds barred. Everything that's for free, we give to you on the front side. And I'm telling you what, folks, you're going to love it, and we're going to prove it. No strings attached. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. Don't forget your hashtag kindness act of the day is to leave somebody an online review. Find a place, a Yelp, a Google reviews, or even experiencepros.com on the directory. Find some place to say something nice. We'll be right back.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
ADMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. Quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
You never planned on getting injured in an accident. You don't know where to turn? Call Boson Law. When you meet with John Boson, you'll know right away you've made the right decision. John will put you at ease and explain the whole process start to settlement. They'll handle medical bills, work directly with the insurance company, and help you get back on your feet. John and his whole staff are amazing. If your whole world has been turned upside down, Boson Law will help turn it right side up. It starts with a free consultation, no money out of the pocket, and Boson Law only gets paid when they win your case. If you're hurt, the call is easy, and their number is too. Call Boson Law at 303-999-9999, 303-999-9999, 303-999-9999, or visit bosonlaw.com. That's BOESEN law.com. Call Boson Law, 303-999-9999, or visit bosonlaw.com. That's BOESEN law.com. As a small business owner, your focus should be on your customers and providing a great customer experience. You shouldn't be investing time and energy on bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes, but somebody has to do it. Trust Teresa and her team at Luna's Accounting and Tax. Teresa and her team will take care of all your bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes. They'll keep you informed and streamline the process. Luna's Accounting and Tax keeps your business compliant and up to date, and they'll give you the great customer experience your customers have come to expect. Free your time and gain the peace of mind to keep your focus on your customers. They will help you too. Call Teresa at Luna's Accounting and Tax today. 720-323-4917. 720-323-4917. 720-323-4917. Or visit lunastax.com. That's lunastax.com. That's lunastax.com. Se habla español.
This is Dan Kaplis. Our firm is dedicated to always being on the leading edge of the practice of personal injury law. That includes game-changing, next-generation technology, nationally and innovative visual tools that help us bring our client's case to life of settlement or, if necessary, trial. We only accept a limited number of cases, so we're able to devote to each client our full arsenal of technology, skilled attorneys, and staff. We are a serious firm for serious cases, and we make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. If you'd like to talk with me about your case, just give me a call or email me through our website. There's no charge for an initial consultation. 303-770-5551, 303-770-5551, or dancaplisslaw.com. That's dancaplisslaw.com.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Dunright Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. See what our family can do for your family. 800-362-8370.
Question: would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? And would you seat them in a car seat that's not the correct one? Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. More info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. Very nice to have you along with us today. Angel,
Yes.
I believe my number is 68.
You believe your number is 68? You want me to call you? Is that like your phone number?
No, it's my IQ.
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I have no idea. But what's your EQ?
Excuse me?
Your EQ,
What you
your
talking about?
emotional intelligent quotient is more important these days. But we talk about business in business, and there's a statistics that you get from the IRS, but it kind of lumps all small businesses together. But when you start to break it out, you recognize, you start to see a trend that only 4% of Fortune 500 are women. And that's a really low number. I read over the weekend that of the companies that make over $1 million, less than 20% of them are owned by women. And yet studies show that female CEOs produce equity returns that are 226% better than the S&P 500. So,
wow.
A lot of times women think they need to lead more like men to get ahead in the workplace.
Apparently
maybe
they
it's
need
time
to lead more like women.
And men need to ask how to do that. And our expert guest today is Dr. Steven Stein. He's the author of the upcoming book, EQ Leader, an emotional intelligent expert, where he's going to provide insight on how women use their emotional intelligence to exceed in the workplace. Steven Stein, Dr. Steven Stein, welcome to Experience Pros.
Nice to be with you, Angel and Eric.
And Dr. Stein, very nice to have you. Let's begin our conversation with a definition, if you will, of what is this emotional intelligence that we're talking about?
Okay, so very generally, because there's different theories, but very generally, it means the ability to be aware of your own emotions and other people's, the ability to manage your own emotions as well as others, and the ability to focus or use your emotions to help you get ahead.
And as women, we are so tapped into, I think, in speaking in general terms, again, so much more emotional than our male counterparts. And unfortunately, in the business world, those emotions have also been the source of mockery, right? Where, we're too sensitive, or if we're, too aggressive, then we're slated for being something really not nice. Fortunately, there are some really incredible women setting the bar and paving the way for us to lean in, to be okay. I've often said I want to be the most feminine person at that table, because I think it's my femininity that is the gift that I bring to the table. But to allow for other people to recognize that that it's okay to be emotional. When I think about my dad's generation, right, it was pretty much do as I say, and there was a hard line. There was no emotion in business at all. How are we making this transition to really recognizing that and be okay with it?
Well, we're making a really interesting transition, because we've been studying the differences between the men and women in general, and now we've got a nice sample of women and male leaders. And these emotional differences are really significant in terms of how they differentiate. For example, what we're finding is that the women have much better emotional self-awareness. They're more aware of their emotions, the women leaders and the men leaders. They also express themselves better. They know how to express their emotions, and they have more empathy. They know how to read other people's emotions better. The men did score higher in one area, the men leaders, and that's self-regard. In other words, they've got big egos, and that's not always the best way to lead people, with your ego. So these are some really new and interesting findings of successful business leaders.
So are those the 4 pillars that you reference in your book? These that you just crossed over?
No, they lead into the 4 pillars. So the 4 pillars are, first of all, authenticity. You got to be authentic. You got to be real. If people don't believe you, they're not going to follow you. The second one is coaching. You've got to be able to help others. You can't just tell them what to do anymore. Like Angel talked about her father. In those days, you just told someone what to do and walked away. Now you've got to make sure they have everything they need to get the job done, whether it's training or physical goods. Thirdly, we talk about insight. That's the ability to communicate with purpose, meaning, why are we doing the work that we're doing? It's bigger than just making money. There's something, socially relevant to what we're doing. And fourthly, we talk about innovation, the ability to foster ingenuity, use your imagination, to be autonomous in how you get things done.
All right, we're talking with Dr. Steven Stein. He's the author of the upcoming book, EQ Leader. Dr. Stein, how do we follow you and get a copy of the book?
Well, the book's available at Amazon.com. It'll be released May 1st, the EQ Leader, and I'm at drstevenstein.com.
Excellent. Okay, so let's give our listeners just a couple of tips that they can use in their day-to-day leadership to employ some of this emotional intelligence. Dr. Stein.
Well, one is this thing that we talk about called empathy. It's so important to be successful as a leader. That means listening to other people rather than jumping in or judging what they're saying. Just try and listen and find out what they're trying to get across. That's one really big tip that we can give you.
Excellent.
And another one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we'll take the next tip.
Yep.
Well, another one that we find it's really important in leaders is the ability to solve problems when you're in business, and solve problems by using emotion, but not overusing your emotions. So what you have to do is learn how to use logic along with emotion together, which is kind of like intuition as we refer to it. So when you have a feeling towards something, go with that feeling, but then back it up with evidence, and then you'll make better decisions.
I love this, Dr. Stein, and you're talking about, the first one being empathy and the second one being intuition or being able to make those decisions and fix the problems. And when you're in the problem, I think those two sometimes are at odds, because if I want to fix the problem as a man, I tend to skip the empathy and cut right to the chase. You start the sentence with, I believe, I finish it with whatever I think is relevant, and then solve for it. That becomes a problem.
It definitely becomes a problem. And that's why, as Angel's pointing out, women have a bit of an advantage, because they will listen. They won't always agree with what you have to say, but at least they'll listen, take into account where you're coming from, and then propose your solution.
I like it. Looking forward to the book, but you don't have to look forward to connecting with Dr. Steven Stein. Check him out at stevenstein.com, stevenstein.com. The book, you can find it on Amazon, EQ Leader. Of course, Amazon will ship that out to you just as soon as it is available. So go ahead and pre-order it now. But let's talk about how to use this emotional intelligence to get ahead in the workplace. We know it's a valuable piece that the millennials are looking forward to, or are looking for in the workplace. And with more women becoming CEOs, it's kind of nice to be on the receiving end of that. Dr. Steven Stein, thanks for putting this together and for being with us today.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk ahead. Thanks to all those of you who are watching by way of our Facebook Live. Do us a favor, if you would, please, and share this video. Just click the share button and let other people know that there's something positive in the world of business talk radio, and it is the Experience Pros Radio Show. We'll be back right after these messages. Angel and Eric, this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
$150 more aerospace engineers expected to be cut over the next 2 months. That's in addition to hundreds more losing their jobs in May. On Wall Street, stocks rallied today despite jitters over North Korea's nuclear ramp-up over the weekend. The Dow up 183 points, the Nasdaq up 51, and the S&P had its best day in 2 months, up 20 points. After the bell, Netflix topping earnings forecast for last quarter, but its subscriber growth here in the U.S. and overseas a little bit slower than forecast. It still expects to reach 100 million paid subscribers this coming weekend. Earnings from United Airlines better than expected last quarter, but that was before that doctor was dragged off an overbooked flight in Kentucky to make way for a United employee. Meantime, United has now changed its policy regarding airline workers looking to take seats on full flights. Tom Busby, CNBC.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like to participate in stock market gains, but never stock market losses? Join Brett Roby for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money book. Call 866-780-7233. 866-780-SAFE.
When you get in your car, you program into the GPS. You need directions to get where you want to be.
You will arrive at your retirement in 8 years.
And the same is true for your retirement. You need a voice to guide you along the way. And in Denver, that voice is Dave Anthony. Join him every Saturday morning at 8 for the Retirement Income Show. Dave's 20 years of experience can make your retirement journey feel like a drive down Easy Street. Take the first step by tuning in every Saturday morning at 8 for the Retirement Income Show with Dave Anthony.
Arriving at your retirement.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know. It sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-400-3816. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-3816. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-3816. 1-800-400-3816.
Inglewood, Colorado. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum, in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
The the Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer helping you get your business right. Do you know where you stand on the scale of 1 to 50?
Oh, on a scale from 1 to 50?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bigger scale than we usually
It is
on.
a scale of 1 to 50, and I'm not talking about your weight, folks. I'm talking about, are you rich or poor? And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your state.
Your entire state, right? Our next guest is Jonathan Williams. He's the chief economist, and VP for the Center of State Fiscal Reform. He's actually here to tell us about the 2017 Economic Outlook report that was just released, detailing the latest trends in state economic growth. See, all of them have a different emphasis on a different syllable.
It's true.
For all of that. And
what you said.
Jonathan Williams, welcome to Experience Pros.
Well, thanks for having me, and greetings from the land of make-believe, Washington, D.C., as I always like to say.
Jonathan, you are welcome here, my friend, among friends. All right, so every year they put out an economic outlook report that comes detailing the latest trends in the state economic growth. And according to the index, I'm interested first and foremost, who comes in dead last? Who is not cutting the mustard in the United States of America?
Well, probably not a surprise to you and your listeners as you follow business issues that New York is dead last, 50th out of 50. Their combination of high taxes on all businesses and individuals, and then trying to pick special favorites and winners and losers through the tax code, keeping labor costs and regulatory costs high, has just been a toxic combination. And they've seen over 1 million of their residents move to the other 49 states over the last decade, which is really just astonishing considering how well Manhattan is continuing to do. And so they're followed on the bottom of the list by Vermont, New Jersey, California, and Connecticut, the bottom 5 of just that high tax, anti-business regulatory environment.
Do I sense a hint of sarcastic, well-placed information there?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's. I wish it was something like that. I mean, with New York, I mean, they are just so over the top when it comes to special favorites for some businesses that have a big lobby presence in the Capitol, and then high taxes and everybody else. I mean, Ronald Reagan warned us the liberal view of the economy can be summed up as if it moves, tax it, if it keeps moving, regulate it, and if it stops moving, subsidize it. And that's how they're trying to make up for all their high taxes and bad regulations.
Yeah, well said.
Wow. Yeah, very well said. And of course, just putting words to what a lot of people are thinking. So we're from Colorado. We broadcast out of the state of Colorado. And of course we broadcast into, 35 different states pick up the Experience Pros show. But where does Colorado come in?
Well, Colorado comes in at 15th this year, so considerably better than some of the high-tax states we were discussing. However, that being said, Colorado, when we first started this 10 years ago, the Rich States, Poor States Index, Colorado was second best in the nation. Yeah. And so Colorado's seen a deterioration of its economic outlook over these 10 years of producing the report. Some of that has to do with just, taxes and regulation going up in Colorado. But that being said, I mean, 15th is not something to be overly concerned about. It's just the direction going from second to 15 in just 10 years.
Jonathan, I think you bring up a great point, and yet I think it's important to mention that in this economic outlook report, we're not focusing on activity. If it were activity, Colorado would be up near the very top, as would California and New York, because there's all kinds of deals being made, but it's the base spectrum of what's happening. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. As well, many business transactions are happening, and those states have huge market share. So it's not like companies are going to leave totally California and New York. I mean, you are seeing a big out-migration, though, of many small businesses from those states who can get up and leave. And so this index really is a predictive index to say, in the future, this is an outlook to say, where are these states going to be 5 or 10 years from now when it comes to their economic competitiveness, looking at tax rates and labor policy and regulation? So it's not a where are we at today, it's where we think the state's headed based on current policy.
The Electoral College of the economy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I'm going to use that one.
Please do.
All right. So Jonathan, we have seen here in Colorado a big influx of new people, coming into the area. We're seeing that, with our housing bubble, all this housing boom, all the traffic on the highway. And so often we think that people are coming here because they have a job and they're relocated, and we're seeing companies move here and bring, high quantity of people with them as they relocate into Colorado, as well as, I'm sure other states feel the same way. Is there any way to track, like, which came first? Did they move because of, the greater economy, or did they have the job and then came the greater economy?
Well, people move for economic opportunity. That's what we find, and that's what the U.S. Census Bureau finds, by the way, when they survey why people move from state to state. And so, we've been saying this for 10 years now, is people are going for jobs, and the states that are creating jobs are the Colorados and the Texas and the Floridas of the world that have kept taxes reasonably low. And, those jobs have followed. And so I think, you've got a lot of issues now to deal with it. But I mean, between the tech sector and a lot of the industries that are growing in Colorado, they came generally a pro-business, low-tax environment compared to the states where they left in many cases. Now, you still got to deal with the transportation issue. I made the mistake of leaving Denver too late, going down to the Springs last time I was there, and I paid for it.
That would cost you.
Exactly what that's all about. So there's certainly some issues to work through, but, by and large, I'd much rather be in Colorado's shoes than I would be in the high-tax states that we talked about.
So here's something interesting that I've seen. It's just it's not an official observation, but they come to Colorado because of the taxes, because of the job growth, because of the way that we are doing things, which has been a result of what we've been doing leading up to, this was the result of many, many years. And then they come here and then they vote the same way and expect things to be the same way
as they did from the state
they just left. Does that just seem so backwards to you?
Well, it is, and you've hit the nail on the head. I mean, this is one of the biggest questions I get asked when I travel to all 50 states and talk to legislators about this, and I'm from Northern Virginia, so we get this here. As people move in from the Northeast, they bring their liberal tax and spend kind of philosophy with them, and they think, well, Northern Virginia is this low cost of doing business and living. Let's just raise more taxes so I have better, football stadiums or whatever, right? The problem is that, they just have had this kind of warped view of the high tax model of government in many of these cases, and they brought their voting patterns with them. So I think, it's incumbent on all of us, and you all have a great perch to be talking about this on the radio, is to make the case, why is it that you have a job in Colorado and not California? Why were you unemployed in Michigan and now have a job in Colorado? Right. And why did you leave New York and New Jersey and come to Virginia? It's because we had a better pro-business environment and lower taxes. And it's up to all of us to make the case and help people connect the dots, because I think you're right. People miss that step, but it's such an essential step to describe what's going on when it comes to public policy.
Jonathan, our guest is Jonathan Williams, and loving the conversation. I'm going to ask for something that I don't normally ask for over the air. Jonathan, when we get done with this conversation, I'd like you to stay on hold and speak to our producer and give some contact information. I want to reach out to you. I'm writing an open letter to the Congress as we speak on topics very similar to this, and I would love your collaboration on that conversation.
I'd be happy to.
A final word for well, first of all, two questions. Who came in number one?
Well, Utah, actually, neighbors out in the western part of the United States, and they've been at number one all 10 editions of Rich States, Poor States.
My goodness, to Senator Orrin Hatch there. All right, and then second question is, where does Arizona come in?
Well, Arizona does well, too. Arizona is now 8th this year, so they've been a top 10 state for several years now. So you've got a very competitive region. Yeah. You've got, Wyoming is very competitive. They're top 10. Texas is very competitive. Arizona, Utah, and you go down the line, and it's just a very tough region to compete in.
That's good to hear. Can we get this full report somewhere?
Well, I've got good news for you. We actually just are previewing the website. It's going to go live tomorrow, but I'll give you a sneak preview. It's richstatespoorstates.org, and you can see where the 2017 rankings are, but you can also go back throughout our entire 10-year history of the report to see how states have either grown or declined over this period.
I love it. Jonathan Williams, richstatespoorstates.org is where you go to find that information. Jonathan, thank you so much for contributing to this program, the home of positive business talk. And if you will, please stay on the line and let our producer grab your contact information.
Sounds great. Keep up the good work, guys.
Oh, thank you. Wow. It's inspiring.
It's inspiring.
A little bit scary because if everybody from this boat moves over to the other boat, guess what's going to happen to the other boat? But we hope that by this conversation, we'll affect a positive change.
I think that we will. That's what we're here for every single day.
All right, gang, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk right after this.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Did you know 50% of people with severe mental disorders are affected by substance abuse? At A New Outlook Counseling Services, they provide a safe, healing environment for those suffering with substance abuse, relationship, or mental issues. Robert Johnson is a licensed therapist in long-term recovery and has a master's degree in marriage, family, and child therapy. He offers evidence-based practices backed by research, offering greater success in alleviating symptoms and are effective in overcoming substance abuse. A New Outlook Counseling Services has over 45 five-star ratings on Ratabiz. They're open 6 days a week and accept most major insurance and Medicaid. They will also work with families in need on a sliding scale, so don't wait to get the help you need. The healing begins here. Call A New Outlook Counseling Services now at 720-370-5216, 720-370-5216, or visit the website highlandsranchcounselor.com. That's highlandsranchcounselor.com.
When you have sleep apnea, traveling can be a real drag because you have to drag your big, bulky home CPAP device with you everywhere you go. But not anymore. Now you can travel easily and sleep comfortably anywhere thanks to Transcend, the world's very first mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. So call now. 1-800-400-1841. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. Transcend is so incredibly small and light, you can easily fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't delay. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-400-1841. Again, that's 1-800-400-1841.
This is Albert Mohler for townhall.com. 2 Coptic Christian churches in Egypt were attacked by ISIS-affiliated suicide bombers on Palm Sunday. The Associated Press reported that the Copts have long been a favored target of extremists. They were struck with a similar church bombing just weeks before the country's 2011 Arab Spring uprising, and Islamic militants gave them a particular focus during a crackdown on them in the 1990s. But in the past 5 months, they've been particularly bloody. U.S.-based think tank, the Tahrir Institute for Middle East Policy, said the attacks brought the total number of sectarian incidents against Copts to 26 in 2017, with a total of 88 killed, including those at a major church bombing in December. What we saw in Egypt was no accident. These were intentional attacks, carried out when these churches were filled for the Christian observation of Palm Sunday. The most recent attack puts in sharp relief the increasingly embattled plight of Christian minorities throughout the Middle East. I'm Albert Mohler.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
Spring is bursting out all around us. Birds are singing their courtship songs. Squirrels are romping playfully through the trees. Butterflies are painting our gardens with color. KDMT Radio invites you to learn more about these felicitous activities by joining David and Scott Menno for Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on KDMT. Bird Talk is presented by Wild Birds Unlimited and can help you create the most attractive backyard wildlife habitat in the known universe. You'll hear fascinating interviews, wildlife news, and entertaining information about the natural world. KDMT Radio invites you to learn more by joining David and Scott Menno for Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on KDMT. So give the Bird Dudes a call with your questions this Saturday at noon on Bird Talk. Wild Birds Unlimited brings people and nature together.
Wild Birds Unlimited, we bring people and nature together.
Hi, this is Oren, owner of Absolutely Cabinets. Since 1989, I've sold Aristocrat cabinets for kitchens and baths, and they have proven year in and year out to be a great dollar value. With Aristocrat, you can buy the level of cabinetry you feel comfortable with in regard to construction. If you want all the features without making a decision, I sell Decora, which is a semi-custom line of cabinets with solid wood fronts, dovetail drawers, full extension glides, with soft close automatically on the drawers and doors. From basic up, I can put you into cabinetry that will fit all your wants and needs. Thanks to all my repeat and referral customers over the years.
Go visit Oren's showroom at 5940 West 38th Avenue near the corner of Harlan and 38th Avenue. Or give him a call at 303-425-5592. That's 303-425-5592. Or visit AbsolutelyCabinets.com. New store hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Fridays.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
This is America's home for positive business talk, and we're positively thrilled that you are tuning in and participating as well. If you'd like the archives of this program or any of the programs that we do, don't hesitate to go to experiencepros.com. And while you're there, why not sign up for the free trial where no credit card is necessary, but for 30 days, we'll prove our value to your brand and no questions asked.
I love it. We'd love to serve you. We've got an incredible team. We've got an incredible community, and the only thing missing is you. Well, Erica, you know how you have some of your favorite authors of different blogs and articles that we feature? I think I found a new favorite for me. His name is Joel Runyon. And a few years ago, he wrote an article at impossiblehq.com called, some simple motivation hacks. And he says, these are simple motivation hacks, not the common ones you're going to find on Oprah.
It'll take an hour to discuss.
Right? He says the ones that actually work, if you're brave enough to test them. He says, I'm not even going to do a boring intro on why they work. They just do. Let's go.
Wow.
I'm like, okay,
all right,
let's
you got
get
my
right
attention.
into it. Yeah, let's get into it. So need a little help getting motivated or staying on track when things kind of derail. Well, his first tip to you and a motivational hack is Hulk up.
Hulk up. Get angry. Get seriously angry at your goal. Throw stuff, break things, yell, scream. Call your goal names and punch it in the nose. Now, go dominate.
Dominate it, right? If it works for the Hulk, it can work for you. I remember a few weeks ago, I had kind of set myself a lofty goal. And, somebody was kind of questioning, like, Angel, you're kind of serious. You're kind of into this. Like, I am motivated. Right? I am a woman on a mission. Watch out. And so, if you just need to let it all out and yell, scream, call it names, punch it in the nose before you wrestle it to the ground.
Well, and the problem with this, Angel, is, we all sign up for the BHAGs. You know what those are? The big, hairy, audacious goals, right? And we all like, oh, yeah, that's an acronym I can get behind. And we write down our big, hairy, audacious goals, our BHAGs. But you know what they really are? They're small, furry, kind of timid goals.
They're like little Furbies.
We want to pet them.
We want to pet them
and love them. And
yes,
right?
Yes, right?
It's the same thing as Dewey. We gotta treat them like they're real and get behind it. Hulk up.
Hulk up. Yeah. All right. Next motivational hack. After, if that one's not working for you, even if it does, blackmail yourself.
If you don't do it, somebody else will.
Right? But set a date. tell somebody and kind of give yourself this ultimatum. Set a date, and he says, bet your rent or twice your rent.
Whatever you do, make it hurt.
Put your money in their hands and on your start date and say, here's this check and you get to deposit it if I don't hit the goal.
I've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you something. I think there is something to it because fundamentally you will hit the goal if you make it hurt. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if I sit there and say, I'll bet you $5 I can make my goal. And if I don't, you could take that $5 and do whatever you want. No big deal.
No big deal.
Right.
But, let's say that you're going to offer a couple $1,000s to your competition, right? For their marketing project. If you don't get yours off the ground.
Yes.
How about that? Right? And make it hurt. We will do things. Because here's the thing. We have all the resources. We have it, but sometimes don't feel like it. The sun is out. The sun's not out. The day is warm. The day is cold. Like whatever it is, we have these excuses to keep us from doing it. But when we get so laser focused, when we get on fire and we are motivated, we are like a train. Nothing can stop us. So try blackmailing yourself.
Yeah. If that's not
painful
motivation enough, create a painful alternative outcome.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if you miss out on finishing a race, make yourself do 2. If you miss out on your morning workout, 200 burpees before you go to bed. Follow through. If you quit, make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, you have to tell everybody.
Quit.
Admit it. And so, might not be money, but some other, and you've seen them for fundraisers, right? If we don't hit the goal, I'm going to shave my head. I'm going to color my beard purple, something like that.
My old basketball coach is much like the Steve Runyon's old basketball coach. If you miss a play on the defense, you're on the line and you're running sprints or lines, what we call lines, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's miserable. But what do you do?
Right. And
you focus on the defense.
What's your discipline? What's your punishment? What's your timeout? Yeah. And that you're like, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do the thing. A lot of times we'll put in a reward,
right,
for ourselves.
Rewards are fine. But if the negative consequence doesn't outweigh the pain of accomplishing, then you're really only fooling yourself.
Right. I have a friend who had the Mexico Mastermind trip as her goal.
Yeah.
And of course that was her reward, but it was also her alternative painful outcome because now she doesn't get to go on the trip also. So give yourself this painful alternative outcome that you won't shy away from. Or, here's another one. Put yourself in a corner where there's no other alternative so that your only choice is to succeed.
We talked about this over the weekend with a client of ours, and here's my phrase. If it comes down to sink or swim, you must literally not know how to sink.
Right? It's the burning the boats.
That's it.
Right? Burn the boats.
Right.
So this is it. This is all I've got. Close the door to whatever. Burn the bridge, burn the boats to whatever, so that you have no other choice than to fight it out and win.
Figure out how to make it happen.
Right.
And then finally, become the goal. Own your goal. Stop trying to accomplish the goal and make it a part of who you are. It is your identity.
Right? 100% all in. If you wishy-washy it, and sometimes, and kind of, and on, 3 days a week I do this. No. 100% all in. I am making this many calls. I am eating, drinking this many glasses of water. I am working out every day. I am.
Mm-hmm.
And you've just got to be 100% all in. Make it a part of who you are, your identity, so that when people talk about you, they talk about the crazy you.
Notice what these motivation hacks aren't. They're not go watch this video or go buy this product. You don't need that crap. This is what he says.
I kind of like him.
You need to tap into the animal part of your mind in order to accomplish stuff. Pain is an incredible motivator. Use it. Create painful alternatives with teeth that make you change, or else.
All right. Well, here's a motivation. Sign up today to be a part of the Experience Pros Network before your time runs out. Let us be part of your motivational hack.
Give us the next 30 days and we will prove to you the value of your good decision. We'll be back. And by the way, you can do that at experiencepros.com. Back tomorrow. We appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks on behalf of our producer, Dawn, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the show happen. We'll see you again tomorrow.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.